We've all been there, right? You're staring into a sink that's just not draining. Or maybe your shower is slowly turning into an unwanted bath. It is one of the most annoying problems you can have at home. But what if there was a way to not just fix the clog, but to give your pipes a complete and total reset? Well, today we're going to unclog the truth about a really powerful technology called hydrojetting.
You know the drill. You plunge it, you pour some chemical down there, and hey, the water finally goes down. But then, a few weeks later, it's back. That same slow drain, that same frustration. It can feel like a battle you're just never going to win.
But here's the thing. What if that clog that keeps coming back isn't really the problem? What if it's just a symptom of something much, much bigger hiding deep down inside your pipes?
All right, so how do you know when you've graduated from a simple DIY fix to something that needs a professional? Let's talk about the telltale signs that you're dealing with what we'll call an unbeatable clog.
Okay, so there are some really clear signals your plumbing is trying to send you. First, are those clogs just constantly coming back no matter what you do? Or are multiple drains in your house, like the sink and the shower, backing up at the same time? If you've already tried the plunger, the snake, the chemicals, and nothing is working for long, that's a huge sign the problem is way deeper than you can reach. So when you've got one of these monster clogs, what's the answer? Well, let's get right into what hydrojetting actually is.
To put it simply, hydrojetting is basically power washing the inside of your pipes. It uses a really specialized machine to blast super high pressure water through your plumbing, and it just clears out everything in its path.
And when I say high pressure, I am not kidding. We are talking about water moving at up to 4,000 pounds per square inch. That's PSI. That is an incredible amount of force, powerful enough to literally cut through some of the toughest blockages you can imagine. So, how in the world does this work? How do you get that kind of power inside a pipe? Well, the process is surprisingly straightforward, but it absolutely requires some very specific professional-grade equipment.
So here's how it goes down. A trained plumber inserts this long, flexible hose that has a special nozzle on the end right into your pipe. That hose is hooked up to the machine that creates all that insane water pressure. Then, as the plumber guides the hose through, the water jet just blasts away at any obstructions, cutting right through them and flushing them completely out of your system. The result isn't just an unblocked pipe, it's a pipe that is truly deeply cleaned.
But what really makes this so much better than, say, an old-school plumber snake? Well, to really get why this is a superior solution, you have to see what a truly thorough clean actually looks like. Think of it this way. A traditional plumber snake basically just punches a hole through the middle of a clog. It's like a temporary Band-Aid. It leaves all kinds of gunk and buildup behind on the pipe walls, which is exactly why the problem almost always comes back. Hydrojetting, on the other hand, completely scours the entire inner surface of the pipe, removing the source of the problem for a much, much more permanent fix. So what exactly are we talking about here? What can this thing eliminate? Pretty much everything. I mean, tough, caked-on grease, mineral deposits, invasive tree roots that have worked their way into the line, and of course, all that accumulated soap, hair, and scale buildup. It is a total factory reset for your pipes. And the ultimate benefit here, really, it's just peace of mind. By getting your pipes this clean, you're not just solving today's problem, you're actively preventing future backups, and you're even extending the life of your entire plumbing system. So this is the crucial point. With all that power comes a serious need for expertise. I'm going to say this plainly. This is absolutely not a do-it-yourself project. And here is the critical warning. That 4,000 PSI stream of water is powerful enough to shred tree roots, right? So imagine what it could do to pipes that are old, fragile, or already compromised. If it's not handled correctly, it can cause some really serious damage. This is exactly why the first step is always an inspection. A licensed plumber needs to take a look, often with a camera, to assess the condition of your pipes and see if hydrojetting is even a safe option. They have the expertise to use the equipment safely, making sure the only thing getting blasted away is the clog. So the next time you're staring down another slow drain, ask yourself this. Are you just dealing with a temporary nuisance, or is it a sign that your pipes are crying out for a total reset? It might just be time to stop fighting the symptoms and finally clean the whole system from the inside out.